Good afternoon, fans of betting and automation. Today I'd like to share with you how you can generate income on autopilot. On Betfair using the cursor program for trading and analysis. Today we're going to create a simple program together. First, you need to position your cursor. The cursor is this. It's this little pointer right here that I'm showing you. To create a project, you need to create a folder. You can use any folder, but I recommend creating one folder for many projects because you will likely have a lot of developments. There, you might want to try one strategy. You might want to try something different. And all of this can be implemented without any programming skills whatsoever. That's right. So here I've already created an empty folder. Just create an empty folder. Access the course materials. You can download them from here. Here's the cursor. I apologize, but I don't have the complete original text, com, keyboard, or old translation, com is to refine. Please share the full text and I'll be happy to improve it with clear, friendly language. And then go into the cursor. However, make sure to set this up on Linux because without Linux, life will be difficult and Windows is not your friend. In automatic settings, there could be a MacBook. A MacBook is simpler, but Linux is the most pleasant solution because it works faster than all others. Once upon a time on the oldest laptops there, at the end of the 90s. In general, yes, you can find something that works, but of course we no longer have those, so there's a 99.5% chance that Linux will run. It will work well quickly and so on. Personally, I use Linux Mint. And Ubuntu is also fine. So, are we going there? I want to open a project, and a project is a folder on the desktop and an empty folder. Now that's it, I've selected it. You see here, I click open. So therefore, how does the development process occur? You write down your thoughts about how you want to build the program. For example, I want to create a simple betting advisor. No, they are writing after all. I want to create a simple advisor regarding rates for sports using machine learning. In other words, AI. When we look at all the data, all the online statistics, everything. I found an interview that I'll be narrating. He will be able to help you. Create the program yourself, you'll just be fixing bugs, and I'll show you how to do that right now in this first lesson. We'll need something called an API. Basically, an API is, let's just say, without overthinking it, it's a means of communication for programs. Like we have languages, programs have APIs. To simplify, I like the concept of API complexity. Now I'll show you the site complex here. So he has it, meaning right away when you purchase a Pro account, and you can buy a Pro account on Platy Market. It's available immediately after your purchase is complete. He is heading to the Platy Market, another platform. So as you can see, this is valid for 1 year from the date of issue. For just 200 rubles, you can purchase artificial intelligence technology. What is the special charm or appeal of this AI solution? First of all, look, he can conduct in-depth research on any topic as he has internet access. You see, he has access to social media, meaning he can even process the opinions expressed on these platforms. Next, let me go ahead and turn this off, and here we have it now. You can see the final result. He has his own API, so you need to go right here to this little construction. So this is my account, I believe, and as you can see, there is something here. OPI billing. Every month with your Pro account, you receive $5 for free for requests, which is more than enough for you. here, and here is where you can take the 5 keys. This is the most important thing. So for your bets to be processed by artificial intelligence, you'll need these special keys. Just click here, press the button as many times as you want, and you will have a key again. Your application, and you will be able to add it here. Now let's chat a bit about how and where to place your bets. Bets should be placed on Betfair. For example, in Belarus it is blocked, but you can access it through a VPN, particularly a British one. Look, when you use a British VPN, you can access it legally and Betfair will not question you. So did everyone understand? All right, let's take a look at what the cursor has created. Look, I don't even need to read through this. I can just try running it as. Let's launch it. Look here, this is where he starts to offer. What's great about Linux is it does everything automatically, so you don't need to know any commands. You don't need to understand how Linux works. Just click on the blue Run buttons. I don't even read, I just press early. Here, he asks something. Take a look here. There are different modes, but I recommend becoming an agent and auto. That's all you need, nothing more. Plus, when you download and register, you're given a 2-week trial of the Pro version, which is, you must agree, an absolutely fantastic offer. So here's the thing. He is setting up the accounting. Let's take a look at the process itself. You see, he tackles all the issues programmers have faced for 20 or even 1,000 years with their Python, right? And we're doing it. It's completely free now. So guys, who's interested? There's no cost at all. If you have a pure heart and genuine intentions to spend this money, it will work for you. But if you want to spend it on yachts, prostitutes, or drugs, it won't work for you. If you want to provide for your family, support your loved ones, help others, and be generous, only then will you succeed. I'm generally a Buddhist, so you'll notice that when interacting with me. Buddhism is a very important part of sports betting in general. The more Buddhist you are, the better your chances for victories. It's taking a while to think, but that's all right. I probably won't talk much about Betfire today. I'll just show you how to make applications, and I'll make a separate episode for Betfire. So, you see, he asks for consideration. He is offering a team. Well, I can simply type OK even with a mistake. As you can see here, you'll need to enter a password. This is where you sometimes have to input your password. I might have made a mistake too. All is well. All right. Он устанавливает все пакеты автоматически сейчас. It used to be necessary to be a system administrator to understand this, but now it's like this. Similarly, we have Boosty, where everything is just beginning, and it's going to be very interesting. We have a website where we post useful articles for beginners. Our platform aims to provide helpful content for those who are just starting out. I don't know if they're developers or not. Well, the point is that I will be posting unique authorial materials there that will help you. Create your own effective automated betting system and earn great money from it, because as humans we simply can't consider all the factors involved. We have emotions, whereas artificial intelligence will operate according to set principles. Here's how principles are formed in your application. Things didn't go as planned here. The headlines aren't coming interesting. Let me try to skip. Mom, look, let's try to do something different again. Let's give it a try. Another way? Yes, oops.
Ой. Да.
You'll run into a lot of mistakes like these. Let me put it this way. Programmers often talk about their work in terms of lines of code, like saying, that program has 300,000 lines of code. We might have 3 million lines of code in our project, but it can still run flawlessly. So, has he started building something already? Is that good? A few words about vibe code. In general, this is the most modern programming method, with the term itself being introduced only this year in 2025. Here's some American engineer. What does this mean? It's programming with a vibe or atmosphere. I call it programming by the power of thought because I write exactly as I think it should work. All right, let's see. How is this possible? Acceptance. Acceptance for you. If you click accept, it won't ask again, so you barely need to think. The less brain engagement, the better, apparently. The less you think about what's actually happening here, the better off you'll be. All right, let's see. So programming with the power of thought, does such a concept even exist at all? This is quantum programming, and I call it Buddhist programming. I'm a Buddhist myself, and I'm acquainted with the Dalai Lama. So, I recommend everyone to read at least about Buddhism, just because. There's, let's say, useful tips. Recently, I asked a question in the complex, like, I'm back. So tell me, how does money come to a Buddhist in the material world? In Buddhism, material well-being is considered a natural part of a layperson's life, but not the ultimate goal. Money and prosperity come to Buddhists through honest work, professionalism, diligence, and the ability to manage their resources wisely. Buddha taught that we should earn our living honestly without causing harm to others and work with joy, focusing on the quality of our efforts rather than just the material outcomes. Let's see what we have here. Buddhism doesn't reject the importance of wealth as long as it doesn't become the central purpose of life or overshadow spiritual growth. The possession of material goods is viewed as a way to foster contentment and harmony, which then creates fertile ground for spiritual growth. Guys, spiritual growth is very important. It's not just that. It's more valuable than career advancement. It's more important than houses, yachts, cars, women. It's more important than everything. Buddha emphasized that wealth and success are rewards for right conduct, hard work, and accumulated merits, what we call good karma. It's equally important to manage your money wisely, live within your means, avoid both stinginess and waste, and be generous to loved ones and those in need. It was noted that economic happiness is the joy of honestly earned prosperity, the ability to share generously, freedom from debt, and a pure, virtuous life. Thus, Buddhists gain wealth through honest work, professionalism, a reasonable attitude towards material things, the development of moral qualities, and through the generosity of accumulating merit, which contributes to harmony, life, and spiritual progress. Guys, I'm saying this from my experience and I earn. All right, let's probably skip this part. Okay, let's do this. So let's read and only the script diligently. I think it should be fine now. Let's discuss Buddhism and let me know if you want to read about it. And who might you be? Who are you? Is that right? Okay. All right. Well, let's consider this as a general article on how to find inspiration from a Buddhist perspective. This piece aims to explore the various ways in which Buddhist teachings can help us discover motivation and insight in our daily lives. Inspiration isn't just a momentary emotional spark, but rather a deep inner state connected to mindfulness and touching those qualities we aspire to embody in order to find inspiration for creating something interesting, isn't it? The Buddhist approach suggests paying attention to your intentions and filling the preparation process with meaning. Inspiration can be drawn from reflecting on the qualities of the Buddha: wisdom, compassion, joy, and generosity. These qualities can be expressed in atmospheric parties. For instance, you can create a welcoming space where every guest feels accepted and valued, where there will be space for sincere communication and the joy of creating together. Symbolic elements like candles, incense, or sacred objects aren't just decorations. They serve as gentle reminders of wisdom, pure intentions, and life's impermanence. What gives events a special depth is that Buddhism also teaches that inspiration arises through serving others. When we do something to bring joy and support to those around us, it fills us with energy and joy. Just imagine how cool it is to actually be a Buddhist. Consider how our party, like your party, can become a space for supporting the exchange of kindness and mutual growth. Finally, Buddhist mindfulness practice will help you not get stuck on expectations and comparisons, allowing you to engage freely with an open heart. It's like me allowing inspiration to come naturally without tension or haste. This approach will not only make your party interesting, but also fill it with special meaning and warmth. Well, it seems like it's not quite working out. Well. All right, let me walk you through another program. It's called Google Fast. The bookmark must be around here somewhere, right? Google Firebase. In the studio, look at another one. There are some issues with the cursor today, yes, but here everything is simpler. Look, we are entering the studio here. So nothing, this needs to be removed. Remove. Delete. Okay. You can store up to 10 applications here for free of charge. There's no cost involved. Look, I'll record 10 applications for you for free. Can you take a picture? Free of charge. Oops. Damn, I accidentally started development. Let's see what simply happens. It's much easier to work with this thing. Yes, let's do it. Yes, guys, I'll leave all the links in the description. And actually, my assistant, Nikita. And that's how. We're waiting. Let's do it here. It'll be quicker. I'll even close this shorter. This will be quicker, won't it? Oh, shoot. This is the old one. Here we are preparing the boost. First point. What do I want to say? What will we be? We have a website. And soon you'll find all the essential articles available on it. We'll focus on forecasting, development, and training. Well, we will either train through personal consultations, which we have available. For 100,000 rubles, you'll get direct access to our team. We'll answer all your questions, provide full support, and guide you on the best approaches, though you'll still handle implementation yourself. This includes unlimited consultations throughout the month, all at your disposal. All right. So, what's been accomplished? YouTube channels will be here soon, damn it. I forgot that there is no YouTube channel yet. All right. Let me tell you about the levels. So a junior position here is more like 2 weeks and a week earlier than everyone else. You will receive the same benefits plus lifetime access to our exclusive community. By the way, I'm also in it, but I'll respond when I choose. You can't message me there because if you do, you'll end up in the bank. And if you write to me in the chat, yes, it's fine. Everything mentioned above, plus a folder with our programs. Yes, we do our own development. Yes, you can. You can indeed. You are absolutely free to improve and modify them as you see fit. Feel free to make any changes that you think would enhance them. Consultations are not included here, sorry, and I also do not provide consultations on my programs. In this video, we'll explain a concept clearly and simply. We'll use easy to understand language with a friendly approach. Instead of literal translations, we'll focus on conveying the core meaning in natural English. Our goal is to make this information accessible for all viewers. Look carefully here, asks Gemini APK, but you could say it's auto-generating. The content appears to be created automatically rather than manually crafted. Not introducing it yet makes it simpler. Now we will redo this part, and this is the application. By the way, you can open it in a separate window and you'll have it there. These are some filters, well, he created about 10 applications and some kind of website. The filter is infinite. Well, interesting. All right, good. I apologize. I was hoping to let's create a simple program for forecasting betting odds. Let's discuss sports using Gemini. Look, do errors even matter at all? Oh yes, I'd like to share a bit about my website with you. Well, we'll probably move all of this material to the archive at some point in the near future. So, what's this? I'll gather my main thoughts rather than bother with it. All right. More yes, guys. It's better in the studio version. And what's great about Firebase is that you need to link a card and they give you $300 in credit. Literally infinite, meaning you just link your card and there's nothing to pay. So, there is a cursor, there is Firebase, and I am a specialist in both. If you need a custom program developed, that's also possible, though it will come at a higher cost. All right. So let's go back and demolish the whole thing. We need to start fresh. Searching for free items is interesting, so let's delete this. I just translated the interface into Russian so that you understand, okay? But the website itself thinks it is English. So create. App. Forecasting. Sport. Events. In Russian. Language. All right. He's a sports predictor, and we know how to become one. Let's begin. Access to this, you see, I will provide access to such applications at some level. I'll make sure you can get into these programs when needed. The average is just 5,000 rubles per month, and you get constant access. All right. The cargo is loading. What else interesting about Buddhism can I tell you? All right. Here, I think this will be useful to you. All right, let's close this out. Watch the law. How often do good business ideas come, and what does it depend on from a Buddhist perspective? According to Buddhism, excellent business ideas arise from a mental state where one can clearly perceive reality while remaining mindful and compassionate. Buddhism teaches us that ideas don't randomly appear from chaos, but rather develop as a result of specific causes and conditions. I think some of you have noticed this. This is the principle of cause and effect relationship, where a person stays calm, isn't overwhelmed by emotions, and observes their surroundings without making unnecessary judgment. He becomes more receptive to new solutions and insights. Meditation and mindfulness practices help you learn more effectively, clear your mind of distractions, reduce stress levels, and gain a broader perspective on situations. When you're in this calmer mental state, you can more easily identify customers' actual problems, better understand their underlying needs, and develop innovative solutions that truly address their concern. This is exactly according to the Buddhist approach. Genuinely valuable business ideas emerge from compassion and a desire to help others. These qualities are essential ingredients for successful innovation. When entrepreneurs truly care about solving people's problems, their minds naturally become more open to new possibilities. Thus, from the Buddhist perspective, good business ideas depend on inner harmony, the ability to observe oneself and the surrounding world without unnecessary emotions, and the desire to benefit others. The purer and calmer the mind, the more easily new ideas come, and the higher the likelihood of success. So how's the error checking going? Oh, I think it's very good. Interesting, interesting, interesting. There goes the cap. Please excuse me, I'm just starting out as a YouTuber, but I do have extensive expertise in artificial intelligence. I might not always explain concepts as quickly or clearly as I'd like. I explain my feelings because I'll act. Can turn on some music. Some music? Let me turn on something better. So I have a drawing. By the way, there's a cool program called Sumo. Sumo and music. All right. Well, well, well. All right, I'll tell you for now about the sum. So look, it's a pretty cool thing. I recently created. Here you go. Songs. Playing the OSOS is what we need for our boost. We need to go to MVideo. Yes, I was choosing a song. Let's solve this now. It turns out there's something not cool, so listen up. Look, I'm going to show you how to use this app. It's completely free to get started, but if you can spare $9 for a subscription, it will be absolutely fantastic and you'll get access to all the premium features. Look, I have a subscription and I can create 500 songs per day with it. Let's see what we can come up with. A Buddhist gambling at a casino happened. Can you imagine that? Shall we try? This hall is the beacon of the nation, and inside, everything around the group is ablaze for a reason. Everything is burning, I want to speak, but this is my limit. I'm betting everything on zero. Like a yoke on the roulette, I'll be both charming and searching within the cave. Turn the wheel of samsara from the end. Or is it watching? Strangely, I am calm like Buddha, sitting in peaceful meditation, seeing the meaning of life even in these peculiar hands that carry me as I fly through the endless sky. The serenity feels almost surreal. When you lie down at 100, Buddhists play, maintaining control over everything at zero. This balance between extremes reflects their mindful approach to life's journey. I will be a hormone on the roulette, both a lawyer and a beggar win, where the wheel of samsara turns. Here it will play all the way to the end without changing the bass. The melody will continue with the same foundation throughout. No, the illusion is in the hands of my Sveta, Shadows of Azatka style. But still, there is silence, as the casino is merely a game for the spirit, a place where chance and fate intertwine in the quiet moments between bets. I'm going all in on. While I am the grain on the roulette, whether I end up rich or a beggar in the dirt, people will endlessly spin the wheel of samsara. It plays not me but you. All right, let's see what we have here. Come on, come on. All right. So it seems karma doesn't want us to see this. Thank you all for your attention.